The brick walls are there for a reason. The brick walls are not there to keep us out. The brick walls are there to give us a chance to show how badly we want something. Her 4 years' experience in China have taught her so many things about challenges, but it never stopped her from doing what she loved. The sense of accomplishment she had when the community in Shanghai came together and supported her project has empowered her.
At this moment, I have not experienced challenges that I would say as tough as what I had in China. Maybe, yeah, that's the reason that so far my expression on the situation I'm facing is still manageable. When I was in Shanghai, I was running another social enterprise that focused on home decor and corporate gift. And we helped the homeless people, physically challenged and above-age orphans to actually work at our factory. That was a lot more challenging because we are talking about 24 million population, actually about 30 plus the influx in and out in Shanghai, whereby the government at the very beginning didn't really see there's a need to care for the people who are on wheelchair. And to come to that level where they eventually accept us took us some years because a lot of negotiation with the authority, with the police. And not only that, as I mentioned to you, I come from engineering background, right? I've never learned about nursing, medical, so it was a lot of learning experience for me. And occasionally with my broken Chinese, Mandarin, when I speak to them, they couldn't understand, different cultural background. Weather was very cold. Right now in Singapore, this is provided by Singapore government. We have nice air condition. This is nothing compared to the experience I had in China, where in our factory there was not enough heating system. That we also had frostbite and figuring out how to adjust the machine so someone who's on wheelchair can actually work well and feel comfortable with the machines. So, at this moment I haven't seen much challenge yet, but I would say that my hope, if we can do better, there's one hope that I have is actually if the community can support this, the idea of coming together, doing good together.
Norani wants people to come on board and join her to continue her social mission by participating in the workshop and at the same time supporting the enterprise.
Well, I'm going to go out there and try to go to every corner that I can go in Malaysia and invite you to join me. And it's very simple, come and join our workshop. It's very engaging. We have tug of war, we had some activities where we built building together with styrofoam cups and whatnot. So if I get the opportunity to go out there, I hope that whoever that I'm interacting with, if you heard me right now in television, or if I send email to you, or if you see our flyers, brochures, do support us. And if not us, there are many other social enterprises out there, NGOs out there who are really so excited to see changes in our country. And so I do hope that every action that we take will come together as something big as a nation.
All participants who took part in the Blue Ribbons programs or workshops will take an oath to continue the organization's mission after they have finished their training. That's how Blue Ribbon collaborated with Peace Generation in Indonesia, where many of the trainers joined their workshop and began working on their own to serve its purpose. Norani believes that if everyone's united, simple things can work.
I mean, like the word ambassador, right? When the participant finish the training, they do take oath on those values that we have trained them. So as an ambassador, we try our best to be responsible and to live out what the values that we have been trained on and impart that to the society. So for example, if we look at Indonesia, the Peace Generation, our partner, has trained about 2,500 university students. I mean, the majority are university students, not all of them, but the majority are. And there's 2,500 without funding from government. Maybe some funding, but not all funding from government. They go out and train others in their village, in their cities, in their schools. They take part in spreading peace. And I think that is really fun to see young people taking the initiative, but yet the spirit of working together to see change in their country was so beautiful.
Essentially, I'm currently an active member of TP Enactors. We basically pride ourselves on being entrepreneurial, where we look at the opportunities that are presented to us in Project Blue Ribbon and we make value out of those opportunities. And essentially what our team does in Enactors is that we are acting as a sales and marketing consultant for Blue Ribbon, where we are currently trying to find where we stand in Singapore's marketplace. Because as you know, there are a lot of brick and mortar apparel shops around with a lot of good value products, which are average about $50 to $60. And we're looking at what we are proposing to the market and what price do we need to put on our products in order to justify the cost that we are presenting to the market, how to sustain ourselves and the mothers who are working really hard at this project as well. So it's more of like, you know, setting a break-even point and knowing and calculating how much we need to survive as well as to bring in profits as well. So, and also not forgetting to have a positive impact for these mothers.
The Blue Ribbon prefers to work with people who run homestays in the village rather than conducting their workshops at hotels in the city, because they believe that it's a way for them to help people in the village to sustain economically, and also a way to tell these people that being in the village doesn't mean you're left behind.
I think Malaysia has so many beautiful places. And sometimes we tend to love the city because of the efficiency of the public transportation. Perhaps not everywhere in Malaysia, but having lived in big cities where the transportation is so efficient, I can imagine most young people love to be in the city. But yet there is so much to offer in the villages. And so I think the Malaysian government homestay project is fantastic. So instead of trying to populate the cities, the hotels in the cities, I thought, hey, let's go back to kampung. Of course, we can always run training in the big cities, but we can also bless the villages, you know, that have already been trying hard to promote their culture and whatnot, and the environment that they live in. And so I think if we try to focus on what has been established and partner, then we bring excitement not only for city folks, but also for the 100 plus, I think, homestay in Malaysia. You know, I think like it would be great if we can contribute to the villages that they will not miss out the development. Development doesn't mean that we need to turn everything into big buildings. We can have beautiful landscape in the far away from cities, but yet developed.